I'm Matt Glaetzer, I'm 21, I'm a track cyclist and representing Australia at this year's World Championships. I became interested in cycling after actually trying a come and try triathlon at West Lakes. I was originally a pole vaulter of all things and had to give that up through to injury. So it was just a off the whim decision to try a come and try triathlon through the recommendation of my school teacher. And loved the cycling bit of it and loved the competitive feeling again after not doing sport for 2 years. So decided to join a club for a bit of fun, no pressure, and yeah, enjoyed it. Won my first road race, but lost every single road race from then on because they put me from C grade to A grade. So yeah, it was pretty brutal, but no, I loved it. And as soon as I rode on the track for the first time, did my first 200 metres, I knew I was hooked. It's a huge honour every time you get selected in an Australian team. It's a great opportunity to represent your country, and yeah, you never get used to it. It's always a thrill to represent the green and gold, and yeah, it's great knowing that you've got the support of the folks in the Australian public back home. I would have to say team sprint. I love the camaraderie between teammates and to share the experience with the training partners that you live day in day out with and train with. But yeah, the other events are also good, but my favourite would be the team sprint. Yeah, that was a surreal experience. It was one of those moments where it just comes into place, and it was phenomenal to be able to be on this podium with my teammates, singing their national anthem, and to become world champions was just a huge highlight for my career. Yeah. It's a good question. I would probably say the London track, just because it was the Olympic velodrome and it had that feel of the big build up to that event. But there's also Russia, the 333 metre track there, which is a massive track. The height that you come off of the banking on that velodrome feels like you're riding down a mine shaft. So that was a huge thrill when I went there for Junior Worlds. It's great to have them around. They've got so much experience and they're great people to talk to as well. So yeah, we're one big family here, and to have their experience and just to share their wisdom within the team from their experiences with Anna being obviously multiple Olympic gold medalist and going to multiple Olympics is just a huge well of wisdom that we can tap into. Oh, definitely Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, I wouldn't trust myself with the microphone, but yeah, it wouldn't be too bad to learn a few moves on the dance floor. Actually, it's not a pump-up song as such. It's really just a praise and worship song to get me in the perspective of why I'm here, because yeah, it's definitely a gift I've been given from God to be able to be in this position so quickly, and yeah, it's really almost a calming song in a way. So I'm not one to get really fired up for the track, which is interesting. I tie up my left shoe first every time, but I wouldn't say it's a superstition, it's just a habit. Don't really have any lucky charms as such, but yeah, I tend to always, for some reason, just go for my left shoe first. Definitely has a lot of carbs and some protein with it, but there's no real specific meal I have. But yeah, pasta with a good bit of chicken always goes down right. Favourite thing about cycling, especially sprint cycling, is the speed that we get. It's always a thrill. Love the sense of the speed that we get, it's awesome. So especially through training behind motorbikes, you get to go that extra bit faster, so that's definitely what keeps me coming back.